Hey, so I'm just checking in to see how you're doing. I've had a good week this week as far as my keto journey. On my keto diet, I was able to lose a few pounds. I am going to weigh, I did weigh this week to see what I weighed, but I also had a date night with my husband. We had our date night, and I didn't keep it keto on that night. So I put off my weighing until next week because I really want to see good results. I had some good results, but I know that I gained at least probably 2 pounds. Usually that's what I average when I go out on date night. If I gain anything, it's a 1.5 to about a 2 pound weight gain. And I usually give myself a couple of days for that weight gain to actually show up. So I'm not really expecting to see it on the scale until tomorrow. So I'm going to weigh in the morning and see where I am. This week, like I said, has been a really, really good week as far as my meals that I have had. I have dropped my calorie intake really, really low. Now I noticed like earlier, I haven't had I had one meal today, and I kept it more lean toward keto. But there was a couple of items I had on, I think some like hush puppies, what were they called? Something for Denny's, but they were sweet, some kind of puppies. Anyway, we had that, and then I had chicken fried steak, so the batter, I had that. Had some gravy. Shouldn't have had that either. Then I had my broccoli, I had my zucchini, and my squash on the sides for my side dishes. Water, didn't add anything extra in as far as drinks. So then it just took my carbs up a little bit, which I wish I would have kept them really, really low, and I would have had a really, really good day. But adding in those little last few sweet items, which was something that we wanted to have for a treat and for us to share, so we did that. And I had a really good time, which I usually do on my date night. Now, we have a date night once a month. So I've gotten that out the way for the month, and I can get really, really serious or remain serious about my weight loss this month. And when I say remain serious, I mean remain strict as I can on my keto journey. So this month is going to be a stricter keto journey for me. It's going to involve exercise. It's going to involve intermittent fasting. It may involve some days where I'm not eating very much, like one meal a day, or prolonged fasting. Prolonged fasting for me is anything that's 22 hours, or where I just have that one meal a day and nothing else to eat but plenty of fluids. Remember, you want to have plenty of fluids to drink because you want to replenish your electrolytes. That's very, very important on the ketogenic diet. I want to say I've been having so many problems with my high blood pressure. It's just been up steady for like the past 3 or 4 months. And I mean stay steady. I mean like 160 over 110, 170 over 108, or 157 over 111. That's how it's been running almost all month long. But I added in the intermittent fasting, been taking salt out because, I have to watch my salt intake, control it more. And I like to use Himalayan pink salt. So I've stopped using things like salted butter and things. I have to really watch the foods that I eat to control my sodium. So that way when I do add in sodium, I kind of know where I really am on my sodium intake. So I try to monitor my sodium intake really, really good. Also, I added in things like a little bit more magnesium to my diet. I've added in some potassium, and my sodium, my apple cider vinegar, my lemon juice. All of these things I have been monitoring on my weight loss journey, and everything has seemed to kick in all of a sudden. Medication adjustments, and my blood pressure has been so good this week. I haven't even got to tell my doctor, but I've got to give him the good news that my blood pressure's been running in the 110, 114, or 120 over 80, over 76, and different things like that. 114 over, I believe, like 78 earlier today. So I've had some really good blood pressures. I'm going to post those in my video here. But I believe what really helped was controlling my salt, my sodium intake, and adding in more exercise. And the exercise that I've been adding in has mostly been weightlifting. And I believe that has really made a difference. I've been adding in weight training every day. And I've been adding in heavier weights, much heavier weights that I'm lifting. I'm not just lifting the 10 pounds or anything like that. I've been more working out, I believe, like with 25 to 30 pound weights as far as the weights for the hands, and then been working out with 60 and 65 pounds as far as my lifting weights. And that's just general lifting. I'm not doing any, all of that. I'm not there. I'm not even trying to get there because I have bad shoulders and different stuff. So I'm actually really glad that I'm able to do what I have been doing. And I see where it's making a difference in my weight loss. It's making a difference in my transformation of my body. It's making me feel better. So I get a lot of good benefits, I'm sure, from the weightlifting. Like I said, I did that at least 3 to 4 times this week, which is a lot more lifting than I have been doing here recently. I really want to get back into the gym, but I've been waiting, to see if things were going to get better with this variant that's going around of the COVID, or they got all these cases that they're getting every day. So I'm just really trying to be careful. Me and my husband staying at home. So I'm trying to work out with my exercise equipment that I have at home. I said I have just about what I would be using in the gym, but since I do have that gym membership, I really would like to use it. I have two. I have one at Planet Fitness and one at the YMCA, because one I use for like walking around the indoor track and getting steps in, plus one has a swimming pool, and then at the other I do my general exercise and my circuit. So I really just can't wait till I'm able to exercise routinely like I used to, because I was able to lose weight at a much more rapid pace than I am now. But any amount of transformation or any health benefit that I get is really great. And right now, the best health benefit that I got this week was I got my blood pressure back under control with the foods that I was eating, with the way that I have been cooking. All of this, we have to take this into account when things are happening with our body. We have to see what we can do with our lifestyle changes in order to make it better. And just talk to your doctor. Whatever it involves. It can involve a few medication changes, different changes with the foods that you're eating, with your exercise. All of these things play a very important part in your health. Now I want to show you some of the sets that I do with my weightlifting that really, really helps has helped me to start feeling better, and not having as many aches and pains, and good sleep here lately also. I had sleep issues where I take melatonin at night because that helps. The melatonin helps me to sleep really, really well. And there was a while where melatonin was not working either. Nothing was working to help me sleep. But I believe that adding in my magnesium and adding in melatonin some nights as I need it, I believe that all these things have really helped me to get on track and on my weight loss journey correctly, and to control my blood pressure. I'm really so glad that my blood pressure is under control. Next thing I want to do is start by getting off some of my blood pressure medications. I was down to like 1 or 2 blood pressure medications, and then I had an episode and everything just went wacky. So they ended up putting me back on more blood pressure medications since this COVID scare and everything. And now it's back under control. And I'm so happy. Like I said, you see me keep talking about it, but I'm so happy. I'm going to post some of my blood pressures in the video. So stay tuned just to see how my blood pressures have progressed as far as coming down to a very good blood pressure. I have lost some pounds. My body is not holding water like it was doing, when I had the sodium issue. So come go with me and let's talk about things that can make your lifestyle better for you, adding in exercise, eating the correct foods, talking with our doctors. Let's go on this journey with me. my weight loss. And it's not something that's easy, but it is something that I am committed to doing. I have, you know, every day is not a perfect day, but every day is a day that I'm progressing. Every day is a day that I am learning. And I'm also learning from my mistakes. If there's something that I'm doing that's not working for me, then I'll tweak it. And then the next day I'll try something different until I find a routine or something that works for me. And then I'm going to stick to that and then keep doing it until it starts working. And then I'm going to tweak it again and again and just keep going on this weight loss journey. So there are some really simple things that you can do as far as exercise. Um, I exercise for at least 30 minutes to an hour for 3 days this week, for 30 minutes to an hour. And it's been very, very beneficial for me. So add in some exercise. Make sure that you add in some exercise. And then just monitor yourself. You can monitor your weight loss. I can see the difference in like pictures that I took last week and this week, from my side views, from my front views, all of that. Whatever you can do to keep up with your weight loss, do it. I had lost a few pounds. I got on the scale this morning and Carson, I had gained about 1.5 pounds back. So I decided that I'm going to wait and weigh during the weekend to see where I'm really at, because yesterday I had some things, like I said, I shouldn't have, because I went out on my date night. And on date night, I don't, how do I want to say, I don't restrict myself. I go out for enjoyment with my husband, and we just enjoy ourselves and have fun for that night. I don't overdo it, but we do have fun and enjoy ourselves. And we eat different things, so that's what we do on date night. Take in a movie or different things like that. Basically, we just try to do something that we enjoy, and it really does help. It helps relieve stress, especially if you're cooped up all the time at home. Get out and go somewhere. And you can take in a matinee, and it really won't be hardly any people in the theater. So that's what we have been taking advantage of for these past few months, and it's been very enjoyable. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple of exercises, and let's take it from there. to show you I have a new shirt, and this is the front of my shirt. It says Keto Queen. And this is something that I have to keep me motivated, to keep me on the right track, and look in the mirror or anywhere and it says Keto Queen, and that just keeps me motivated to keep going. Keep going, girl. Keep going. But right here I want to go over some of my blood pressure readings with you. And just to give you an idea, let's see, these blood pressure readings I've been keeping these all the way back since last March. And let me just to give you an example of my blood pressure readings. 188 over 128 with a pulse of 64. 173 over 93 with a pulse of 68. In November, it was running 166 over 121, 159 over 106, 165 over 99, and I considered it to be great if I got anything less. 140 over 94, which is still high. 134 over 82, which is one of my better days in the early part of November. 192 over 121, 157 over 109. I hate to say it, but those were like my normal blood pressures. Let's see. Then in December, they started to just really get really outrageous, my blood pressures. I made some medication adjustments. I made some lifestyle changes. I started limiting my salt intake, using foods that were unsalted, just adding in a lot of little bitty changes like that, and they really did make a difference in my diet. My blood pressure readings have went down. Let me see if I can find one to give an example of what they have been like. Or better yet, I'll just show you, because I do have this right here in front of me. I have my blood pressure machine. Now, the blood pressure machine that I use is the Omron, and it comes with a pretty large cuff. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you what these readings have been. Okay, so earlier, that was my blood pressure reading, 118 over 82. 68 was my pulse. 110 over 82. My pulse was down a little bit low to me, 54. But I am on a pulse controlling medication also. 122 over 93. And this is when it first started going down, my blood pressure. 128 over 84, 69. 123 over 87, 71. And this was the higher end, the earlier part of this week. 142 over 109, 72. Here was a great one, the 114 over 83, 74. 127 over 96, 86. This one was on the 5th, January the 5th. And that's when it actually started going down, was on the 5th. 142 over 92 and 74. And this is around the time I had a medication adjustment and it kicked in. I was so glad. Also, I had started back with my exercise routine on a consistent basis. I'll say that. But as you can see, my blood pressures have greatly improved, and I'm so glad for that. But add in exercise. Watch your sodium intake. Don't cook with sodium or salt if you don't have to. I add it into my drink with my apple cider vinegar, just a pinch. I cook with very little salt, but I do add some salt because our bodies do need sodium in our diets. So I want to make sure that I share that I am not a medical practitioner or doctor or physician of any type or any kind. I am simply someone, a granny, a mother, a sister, a friend that has tried the ketogenic diet and used intermittent fasting, some protein sparing modified fasting. I have used exercise, and I have had some great results. I have lost well over 127 pounds by using these weight loss tools. And I like to share my story with others. I like to share my weight loss stories because I know that losing weight is hard. But I want people to know that it is something that can be done. And to me, it can be done, and it's not as hard as you actually think. So I share my weight loss story. I share tips. I share just things I learned along the way, and then I learn from others also. So that's what this channel is about. I believe in the ketogenic lifestyle so much that I became a certified keto coach through Dr. Eric Berg, and I have never regretted taking this class. I have never regretted becoming a coach. I love sharing information. I love sharing facts. I love sharing wisdom and knowledge, especially that helps people. If they learn from it, if they try some of the information that they're giving, it works, and then they decide to do the research. I love being part of someone bettering themselves, especially bettering their health. So this is Keto Granny saying, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, like, share, and comment. And thank you for watching my video today. Bye-bye.